What up, everyone? Welcome back to some more Little Root Laddering. So this week we have, it's a Swede team. That should be everything you need to know about this. So it's actually really unique and pretty exciting overall. So we have a couple different things going on here. We have the Koko Drifblim synergy here. So we have Electric Surge plus Electric Seed, something we've seen 100 different times across 100 different Pokemon. Notably, with Drifblim, we have Unburden, which is usually like one of the payoffs for having the seeds is you're triggering your Unburden on whatever mon. May it be Drifblim, Sceptile, I've seen it, Halucha. There's 100 different Pokemon that can do similar things here. But notably, Drifblim is a support mon when it comes here. So we have Tailwind, we have super fast Will-O-Wisp, and Strength Sap, so we have recovery for it. And then, of course, damaging move of Shadow Ball. So we're pairing that with a fairly offensive Tapu Koko with Volt Switch, Dazzling Gleam. We also have Taunt and Protect. So Koko could technically Dynamax on this team. It's definitely way more likely than like Drifblim here, but end of the day, probably not too likely. Then, of course, we have Colossal Primarina, another combination that we've seen since Series 4? When was Primarina introduced? 3? I think it was 4. I don't remember. Forever now. So Aqua Jet triggers your Steam Engine, triggers your Policy, Colossal go Burr. You know, again, we've seen this across 3 Players' Cup now. Colossal's really good, especially when people don't anticipate it. And then mons that are introduced from Series 7 that have kind of, well, specifically Salamence kind of fell off the face of the earth ever since it was introduced. But this set's really sweet because we have Intimidate on Salamence while also having Dragon Dance and Life Orb to be able to put out a ton of damage. Notably, we have Fly, so we can potentially stall out our opponent's Dynamax if we are faster than them. And then we have Kartana with Focus Sash, not Assault Vest, because the Primarina needs the extra bulk, and Kartana still goes down to a ham sandwich. But having access to Focus Sash means that we can live an extra hit that our opponent won't anticipate, and then be able to pick up an extra KO that way. So, overall, looks pretty solid of a team. So I'm interested to see how this plays. So let's just jump on the ladder here. Make sure you pick up that rental code while it's available. And let's see what we can do. And if we can rattle off a few wins to pull into Master Ball this week. Hopefully we can just do it today and that would be great. But, you know, I feel like I've said that the last several videos and here we are. But it's whatever. I just want my, 3 billion battle points or whatever the number is to continue to be able to build teams when I need to, but I actually can't think of the last time I built a team on Kart was. I think it was for Players Cup 4 qualifiers. Yeah, it was because I played the Slow King team and it was really fun. But I haven't done really anything since then. I've played a bunch of different iterations of teams on Showdown, but nothing has really stuck with me of like, this is the team, this is the mon I want to play in this format. Mudsdale was really fun and it was cute, but I'm not sure that's what I want to do. Rhyperior's really fun. Now I'm playing with some circuitry stuff and it's been okay. First game of the day we got potentially, this is definitely 1000% weakness policy Metagross. Either backed up by Bulldoze or, so you could have Bulldoze on Garchomp, you have Brutal Swing on Tornadus, of course you have Tapu Fini, Regieleki, and Incin rounding this team out. First things first, how do they beat Colossal? They can trigger, they can do, their Colossal answer is Garchomp. If we deal with Garchomp, we can Colossal them. So how do we deal with Colossal? And I think our answer is Salamence. Primarina also lines up okay. Koko lines up okay. So what if we actually do Koko Drifblim with Primarina Cole in the back? This gives us answers to like, we need to watch out for Eliki, because it does hit Drifblim and Primarina super effectively. But Colossal and Koko can hopefully deal with it. It will be faster than Koko, but I hope it's not faster than Drifblim after Unburden, but Drifblim is not a very fast Pokemon. And I haven't actually looked at a Pokepace of this team to see exactly how fast we are. So, you know, we're basically going in blind here. Let's find out together, shall we? It is going to be Garchomp Tornadus. I'm pretty okay with this lead, to be 100% honest. So we can match their Tailwind, and we can taunt their Tornadus. We could also Will-O-Wisp, and then set Tailwind. Could Dazzling Gleam, could Taunt. They're gonna get their Tailwind up regardless. Yeah, I think we need to neuter this Garchomp before it becomes a problem. So notably, Burning does not have their attack stat. It has the damage done by physical attacks. So if we get this Will-O-Wisp off and then go for... That's really unfortunate. How about instead you get taunted? And there's an Earthquake. Sure. So they want to potentially deal with Koko, but after the Shuko, we should be able to eat this up. Okay. That did more than I would have liked, but end of the day, I think that's okay. Could go into Primarina. Could also just give him the old Razzle Dazzle. I think this turn I'm going to protect. I'm going to Shadow Ball the Tornadus. They're not going to max here, so I wonder if this is Rock Slide coming out or if it's just another Earthquake. If it's another Earthquake, I actually feel pretty okay. The Shadow Ball is not a 2-hit KO. And it's just another Earthquake. Okay. Well, since they're taunted, I can... Koko is actually faster. So I'm just going to Dazzle, and we'll Shadow Ball this turn. That should pick up the KO on Tornadus. And then our taunt ends this turn, I believe. Yeah, that should be in Dazzling Gleam range. Okay, one down. Garchomp takes some chip. They're going to Earthquake, take out Koko. I'm pretty okay with this. And our taunt is over. So now I can bring out Primarina, and we can actually efficiently deal with this Garchomp. There's the Eliki. That's really unfortunate. Good Hyper Voice. I don't hate that. I think I actually really like Hyper Voice here. And I could Tailwind. What is our speed stats on these guys? 89, so that's going to be slower. 107 gets us to 214, so Eliki is still faster. That's really unfortunate. So I guess we just have to go Will-O-Wisp into Garchomp. Oh no. Oh no. I don't like this. I did say going into this we were going to be a little weak to Eliki, and it's definitely the case here. As it's Electric Terrain boosted Max Lightnings into Primarina, but we are Assault Vest. That's not enough though, so that's really sad. Because now we have a Colossal with, it's also Life Orb. Alright, so there's the Will-O-Wisp. Are you Lumberry? Are you choice banned? You're not choice banned. That's good to know. No, sir, I don't like it. Garchomp, I'm gonna need you to trigger my policy, please. In the nicest way possible, please hurt me. And I think I'm gonna strength sap the Garchomp. Try to get a little bit of recovery here. Man, them Dynamaxing Eliki was really bad for us. How do we answer Eliki here? What was our Eliki answer? Like, I think we led correctly. And there's a Max Lightning, presumably into Drifblim, who should not take this. No. So I'm gonna need Garchomp to help me out a little. That's not helping me out, buddy. That's not really doing it. This is going to give us a special defense boost. So that's cool. I really need Electric Terrain to go away. It should this turn, correct? Okay. So we might be able to take one. I'm gonna go for the Vocalith. This is gonna pick up the KO on the Eliki and start doing that residual damage on the Garchomp. Yep, there's a Max Lightning again. We're a +1 special defense. That we actually took that fairly well. Electric Terrain goes back up. They're gonna take some more Life Orb chip. There's the Dragon Claw. Opponent's playing this really smart, not wanting to trigger our policy. Wonder if they're Assault Vest. Wonder if they're Assault Vest on Garchomp. That could make sense. Question is what is their last mon? If it's Metagross, they're going to trigger policy with Earthquake, especially now that they're burnt. It is Metagross. Do we think we can take a +2? I mean, probably not. We probably can't take an Earthquake plus a +2 Stomping Tantrum. So this is probably GG. Like, there's the Bulldoze. That still does a ton to Metagross, all things considered. That does do a ton. Even burnt, like... They're going to lower our speed, but they're also going to trigger policy. So if Metagross doesn't KO us, we're going to KO it. But they do have the Stomping Tantrum, so that is going to be enough. I was hoping that they'd have, like, high horsepower, which I don't believe Metagross has access to. I believe their ground move of choice is always Stomping Tantrum. I want to check that just to be safe, just to see if we even had a chance of winning that game. Nope, no high horsepower. Earthquake, Stomping Tantrum, Bulldoze. So, yeah, unfortunately, not quite what we wanted, but trying to think what we could have done differently. Anticipating Garchomp on the lead. How do we deal with that? I think Koko... maybe it was just Dazzling Gleam. Like, I think getting that taunt off is really important. I think we played that pretty well, all things considered. But if we read into their taunt, then we prevent... Like, if we just Shadow Ball that turn, protect the following turn, and then Dazzling Gleam plus Shadow Ball into the Garchomp, we then lose Koko. I mean, it still plays out the same way in that situation. We still lose... Koko. So maybe the play was max Koko and go for Starfall immediately, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but like then we're committing our Dynamax when we have Colossal in the back, and I don't really care for that. I would much rather get Colossal off and go for that. Go for broke. But the fact that our opponent played that very well, identifying that if they Dynamax Eliki, we are very, very, very weak to it there. How do we beat an Eliki with this team? I'm trying to think. We don't have an electric immunity at all. So we really don't have a good answer to Eliki, right? I'm not overthinking that. Like, we have Salamence, we have Kartana, both of which can take those hits okay. And, like, obviously we have Koko, but Koko just powers it up even more. So is it just, like, Kartana, Koko? I mean, like, Kartana and Salamence? Or do we just pray that, that we get to Colossal them and KO them before they ever get to do anything? It's like, I mean, had we triggered our policy there, then the Eliki goes down before it ever gets an attack off. But that's not how this game works. So we have Dusclops, Snorlax, Incineroar, Glastrier, Urshifu, and Lapras. This looks like a really good Drifblim game. They probably are going to set up Trick Room on us, but we have Taunt on Koko to prevent that. And Dusclops is their only setter. Koko lines up really well against Lapras. Kartana does as well. And Primarina. So I think I like Kartana Primarina here. I think we leave Colossal at home. We could bring Cole instead of Drifblim. But I think Drifblim getting a burn off onto Urshifu or Glastrier or Snorlax could be really important. Especially if this is like Belly Drum Snorlax. Do I like that better than Cole though? Do I like late game Cole? I think I like late game Kartana more than I like Cole. Especially since we are bringing Primarina for Incin and potentially Lapras. So if they bring Lapras up front, how do we deal with it? Do we max Koko immediately? I think the answer is no. I think our max targets are definitely in the back here. It's gonna be Urshifu plus Dusclops. Okay. I'm pretty okay with this lead. So we can get the taunt off into Dusclops, and we can Will-O-Wisp into Urshifu. They're gonna see our Shuka. So yeah, we'll taunt here. And we'll go for that Will-O-Wisp. Koko should be faster than Urshifu. Okay, there's the Will-O-Wisp. That's really good for us. There's the taunt. Also quite good for us. I'm assuming this is Wicked Blow into my Balloon, who honestly takes that okay. And of course they can't Trick Room. So now the burn's going to potentially break a sash on the Urshifu. So now we can just Dazzling Gleam. I could Shadow Ball. Also could let Drifblim go down and set up Tailwind instead. And then bring in Primarina here. Or, yeah, probably Primarina. How do I deal with this Dusclops, though? I also could preserve Drifblim because I could have Horse. And I want to Will-O-Wisp the Horse. Yeah, we'll switch into Primarina here. This unfortunately is going to We're going to lose our speed boost on Drifblim, but we're still going to be faster than Horse in the end game anyway. I guess I really didn't need to, because like Dazzling Gleam's a guaranteed KO into the Urshifu. And they Nightshade into Primarina. Yeah, I think switching out the balloon there is wrong. Because now they bring out Glastrier. Oh, it's actually Snorlax. I'm gonna Volt Switch off the Snorlax. And we'll go for a Hyper Voice here. I want to Volt Switch into the balloon. So we can potentially Will-O-Wisp and or Strength Sap this. If they go for Belly Drum, I really like the idea of Strength Sap. If it is Belly Drum, it's actually Self-Destruct. So that might take out Primarina. But, like, Balloon's safe. Yeah, Primarina goes down. But, like, we dealt with Snorlax for free. Like, they 1-for-1'd us. And Balloon holds on. They are no longer taunted, so I'm going to bring back out Koko. Show me Horse. The only fast threat was really the Urshifu, so Balloon should be faster than anything they have going on here. I could Tailwind. I could Strength Sap into the Koko. I mean, into the, I think I just have to Will-O-Wisp this turn. And I have to taunt into the Dusclops. They could Max Guard plus Nightshade into the balloon to take it out, which I think would be a very smart move. Strength Sap probably... No, Strength Sap means we still go down. So I think getting a Will-O-Wisp off is actually the best case scenario. Stop it. Whatever you're doing, stop it. There's the Will-O-Wisp, so that's good. We no longer have our defense boost either. There's a Hellstorm, which should take out the balloon. Well, that's not going to do anything. So now I can Strength Sap off of the Horse. And they are going to Nightshade, but that shouldn't take us out. Oh, it does. I thought we were at 85, not 35. Oops. Oh well. This is all still fine. We're still doing fine. Because now we have Kartana. And unfortunately, the Sash is not going to be great specifically here. Because they have... because it is... hailing. So it's going to break our Sash. But we'll go into Dusclops. And Volt Switch would do more damage than Dazzling Gleam here. Could also Protect to just get our +1. But I think I want to take out the Dusclops this turn. And I don't think Steel Spike by itself is going to be enough. Kartana is faster than Koko. Which is unfortunate because if it was the other way around, Kartana would get the KO here on Dusclops and then we'd go to +1. Which would be really ideal for us, to be 100% honest. Yeah, they're going to guard the Horse, but this is actually really good for us. Because we instead doubled into the Clops. Oh, wait, no, Koko's faster. Okay, so now we get our +1 defense and our hopefully +1 attack on Kartana. Attack. Sweet. So then this turn we can Max Guard plus Protect, and then their Dynamax is over. And then we should be able to double into the horse to pick up the KO. Actually, no. Because if we... This is really awkward. Because if this is policy like I'm anticipating, the correct play is to overgrowth this turn so we don't trigger a policy. And then Dazzling Gleam will do the most damage here compared to Volt Switch. That might be Assault Vest damage. But no, we literally know they're not Assault Vest. Carter, what am I talking about? I literally know they're not Assault Vest. Steel Spike would have taken that out. +1 Steel Spike would have KO'd there. But I was scared. And Coco's gonna go down to Hail, so they actually don't get their defense, their boost. Now Steel Spike should be enough here still. Kartana not quite back up to full, but that's fine. And their recovery is going to be negated by the burn. Ours is, of course, negated by the hail, so this is fine. We're doing fine. We're fine. I kind of want to knuckle, but Steel Spike is 100% enough here. I think even if they protect theirs, Steel Spike would be enough. Steel Spike would have been enough last turn. I don't play with Kartana enough to know just how powerful it is. So, sweet. Another pretty decent game there for us. I will take that all day. So let's get one more in today. This team's been fun so far. I'm enjoying myself. Genuinely enjoying myself, so hopefully we can get paired up fairly quickly here. Do do boo 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 doo doo doo. All right. Gold. Oh, this is spicy. They have Golduck, Regirock, Gastrodon, Colossal, Lycanroc, Espeon. So Golduck does actually a lot of different things here. You have Surf, so you can trigger Policy and Steam Engine on Colossal. You also can trigger Storm Drain on Gastrodon, which is interesting. I think our play... I don't believe Golduck gets Aqua Jet. I'm going to confirm before I lock in my team, because that'll make a difference as to what I want to do here. Golduck. Aqua. It does get Aqua Jet. Interesting. Well, Kartana is a must bring. I think this is a Primarina Colossal Kartana plus... Kind of want to bring out Salamence. I mean, not really. It doesn't really do anything. Like, we can intimidate the Lycanroc. Koko might just be okay. Might be... I actually like Drifblim because then we can get a Will-O-Wisp off onto the Regirock in the late game. Because we're going to be faster than Regirock, presumably. Regirock has a base speed of 50, and Drifblim has to be faster than that, right? 80. Okay, sweet. So yeah, we are faster. It's gonna be Golduck Colossal. So it really comes down to whose Colossal is faster. Does it? Does it come down to that? So I mean, I could just... Liquid Voice turns this into Max Strike, not Max... Max, this is not like Pixelate, because this is actually Max Strike and not Max Geyser. Which is really unfortunate. I'm going to Hyper Voice. plus max guard. I think this is the safest play. This keeps our Colossal alive while not worrying about potential speed ties, while removing their Colossal, and then we had to worry about a Golduck. They're not switching in Gastrodon, which is good. Do they max? They do max. Okay. So, we're either faster naturally, or we're speed tied and we won the tie for our animation here. But because we're a Salt Vest Primarina, we should, hypothetically, if I remember my calcs correctly from the last time I played a Salt Vest Primarina, we should live this hit. Yep, there's the Aqua Jet. There's the Steam Engine. There's the Weakness Policy. They actually Vocalith into our Colossal. Hyper Voice is not enough, though. So now, I want an Energy Ball. No. No. I want a Hyper Voice. No. I want to Aqua Jet our Colossal. And I want to max Quake. Does Golduck do anything? Can I leave Golduck alone? Can I just Hyper Voice again? I'm going to Quake into the Golduck. They're gonna get a Vocalith off, but we should live, hopefully. Colossal, you're a monster. You're gonna trigger our policy for us. We are not it doesn't trigger our Steam Engine, but it does in fact trigger our policy. It's gonna be flip turn into Primarina. If this is into Gastrodon, it's actually genius. It's into Espeon. Okay. I'm pretty okay with that. We get the Hyper Voice off. We're going to take out their Colossal. We're going to break a Focus Sash on Espeon. And then Quake is going to go out, and we're going to pick up the KO on the Espeon because we're at +2 now. Okay. So Primarina is going to take some Vocalith damage here at the end turn. Colossal is not, because we are Rock type. So we know they have Golduck. We do not know what their last one is. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling alright. We still have a turn of our Dynamax. And it's Regirock. Well, we know it's not Policy. That means it's a Salt Vest. So I'll just Hyper Voice again. And I'll Quake into the Regirock. I wonder if they try to Aqua Jet to pick up the KO. They're gonna soak their Regirock. Interesting. So now our Hyper Voice is resisted. Okay. Colossal is faster, so we're gonna get our Quake off, but now it's not super effective. Sure. This game's been weird. There's a Rock Slide. Rock Slide is not enough to pick up the KO on Colossal, though. It's Life Orb. Good to know. So they could still have Protect. They still could have Protect. So I'm going to target down the Duck. We're definitely in Aqua Jet range, so I'm going to protect the Colossal this turn. Yep, there's the Aqua Jet. There's the Energy Ball. Goodbye, Golduck. And now opponent gets to see that we have a super effective attack into their Regirock still. Iron Head is going to be enough to pick up the KO on Primarina, but that's fine. They're water type now, and they go down this next turn. Because I'm going to bring out Kartana and we outspeed them, and we can just go bop. Soak Golduck. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And Earth Power for the KO. Alright, we didn't miss our Leaf Blade. Alright. Overall, pretty good day. Got to see some unique things from our opponent. Got to see Aqua Jet Golduck. Not something I anticipated when I started today. But fun nonetheless. So, let's throw up this rental code one more time. Yeah, I actually really want to check this team out. Focus Sash Duck. Simple Beam. Did not know Golduck got Simple Beam. Interesting. Explosion Body Press, but they're damp. Okay. Interesting. Gastrodon, Storm Drain. I'm really surprised not to see Surf here to combo with Gastrodon. Acid Armor's very interesting on Gastrodon. Not something I've ever seen before. Do they not have an item on Gastrodon? They don't. I bet that's an oversight on their side. 51 speed. I'm 99% sure our Colossal's faster than that. Yeah, is that 0 speed investment Colossal? No, it's 4. It's 4 EVs. Why are they so heavy into it? They're physical Colossal. That explains why they're so heavy in physical. And also explains why we took that hit so well. They're adamant. Interesting. 204. I'm actually really interested in this set. I'm definitely not stealing this as we speak. Totally stealing this, guys. Piracy's only a crime if you get caught. That's not true. Don't do that, guys. Don't be pirates. 204, 130, 153, 123, 51. Yeah, they're actually missing 8 EVs. So let's throw that into HP. Sure, why not? Actually, let's throw that into speed. I don't think this Colossal's nearly fast enough. Because at +6, you only get to 204. You don't even outspeed Eliki at that point. You don't outspeed Dragapult at that point. And that's definitely incorrect. Like, this is a very bulky Colossal, but you don't need it. Your goal with Colossal is to just smack them. Interesting. Okay, so what is their combo here? They want to... Okay, I see what they were going for now. So what their plan was to do was to trigger Policy on Colossal, flip turn off of Colossal, or in an ideal world, you flip turn off of Colossal, go into Espeon, psych up your Espeon. So now you have +6 speed, +2 attack, +2 special attack. And then you can baton pass that into Regirock. I mean, that's really cute. I don't think it does anything, but that's really cute. Huh. Okay. So that's a team. That's a team idea. But I'm going to continue on with this idea that we've been playing with today. So that is going to do it, everyone. Make sure you pick up this rental code while it's available. Swede, thank you so much for sending this in, man. This has been fun. I've enjoyed myself so far. So like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, people. And we will see you later in the week with some more Little Root Lettering. Have a good one. Peace.